I wonder if I have some green onions I can add in, or some bacon bits. Hold on. Sorry, you can go. you can start it. I'm just gonna be a spaz a little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot of it. A lot of
Okay.
it.
Right, because we're right. We're just gonna go here. We're doing it. We're in.
We're in.
I also realize now I need to like probably remake things.
Whoa, wait, we're in. Oh, we're starting this.
You said.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, okay, wait. We gotta remember who. Did we write down who we were? Crap.
I basically you were everyone except for the robot, the child, and the narrator main person.
You're right. Okay.
Because I remember specifically you're like, yes, you're going to be this character. And I'm like, honey, this is like the best friend character. I think that is a very bad decision.
That's right. So instead you are the child. Okay. Predictions. I actually have a prediction for this episode. Do you want to hear it?
Okay. This game has been out for like 4 years, but okay.
And I haven't seen any spoilers!
Neither have I.
Okay, my prediction. The person who's gonna be the top chef in the class is not gonna be main character. Is not gonna be... Wait, what did we name the main character?
Tiramisu.
That's right! Tiramisu! It's not gonna be tiramisu. It's not even gonna be Colonel Sanders. Okay. It's gonna be the child. That is my prediction.
That'd be amazing.
For this episode. It's gonna be the child. The child is going to win.
Oh, side note. Did I tell you I learned how to make tiramisu?
No. What?
I learned how to make tiramisu. I made specifically the, what is it called? Like a raspberry lemon tiramisu. And then I made a blueberry tiramisu. And that was okay.
You can make them in different flavors? Wait, is this like... What's its bucket? Is this just basically like cobbler or something? No, cheesecake! Is this like cheesecake? Where you can just make it bunch of different things?
Yes, because it's sort of what I've been doing. What I have to do is kind of like make a curd, and then I fold in basically whipped cream into it, and like the thing that is the consistency of cream cheese, but it tastes like whipping cream. It's called mascarpone. You mix that together. You also make like a like syrup. Not like the syrup like you think syrup, but like a juice kind of situation.
Ew.
Why do you say ew?
Okay, I'm imagining super liquidy syrup, and that ain't it. That sounds disgusting, but I'm gonna trust the process.
Let me explain. What you do is you take ladyfingers.
What?
Which is like, if you make them, they're so much better than the ones I bought, I will admit. But the ladyfingers are like, they're like crackers. They're like cake crackers is the best way to explain them. They're like the consistency of cake, but they've got the crispness of crackers. They're not good by themselves, but when I made them myself...
Are you talking about wafers?
No. They're like cake kind of a deal, but like hard cake. But that's if you buy them. If you make them, they're a little bit more soft, which I would recommend. You know, next time when you come up here, I can make you... Or next time I go down there, whichever happens first, we will be like, we are making cheesecake because it is simple to do once you know how to do it.
Oh, you're talking about cheesecake. I know how to make
tiramisu. Tiramisu.
Oh,
I'm dumb.
I was like, when did we change to cheesecake?
We didn't. I'm dumb. But so
You're not dumb.
Tiramisu is basically like custard mixed with the lady fingers.
Mixed with the lady.
Yeah,
interesting.
So
and don't you put some espresso in there too?
That is if you're doing the classic one.
Oh.
Didn't I also have to break it to you that tiramisu had coffee in it?
Yeah, you did, and I was like, what?
Gosh, and
I was shooketh.
I remember the one time we were eating like a chocolate cake, and I had been watching like the Baking with Babish stuff, and you were like, why is this chocolate cake just not good? And I'm like, I know, I'm realizing the same thing. I take a bite and I'm like, that's because this layer specifically has coffee in it.
What?
And we were both like, oh. You're like, crap, well, I gotta get something else. And I'm like, I'm just gonna keep eating chocolate cake.
I don't like coffee. My sister is obsessed with the smell of it. She like has like coffee candles and all that jazz. I'm just nah, bro.
I'm okay with the smell of it because it reminds me of my dad because he has coffee, as well as it kind of reminds me of like, oh, I stayed in a bunch of hotels just because I travel every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
You know, as you do.
As one does.
Oh, I gotta tell you another thing after this. So I'm kind of like, I'm a fan of the smell of coffee. Also, my parents decided we're going to Disney in September.
Ooh!
And I'm excited, and I've gone down my Disney rabbit hole again.
Nice.
So that's fun. Anyways, do we want to continue the game, or do we want to keep chatting for a bit?
It's been 10 minutes since we started the stream. We can get started.
Okay. Because, like, the game's open. It's here.
It's ready. It's like, it's waiting for us. We're just
chilling.
We got distracted by food, okay?
Yeah. That sounds like you. Side note, did you see the TikTok I sent you of the puppies that looks like fried chicken?
I am so sorry. I think you have sent me 50 TikToks that I still have not opened yet.
I'm aware, but there's one TikTok that looks like they're puppies, but they look like fried chicken, and it is so adorable and hilarious.
Dang, bro. I'm excited for that.
Yes. Anyways, let's get into this. Sidetracking. Wake up, day 2, an attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Wait, yeah, remember there's the spaghetti monster we fought.
I thought that was canon. That wasn't. She's saying that isn't canon?
I think it's more of a that's canon, but I'm not sure if it is, you know?
Oh, kind of like, it's too fake to believe it, sort of a thing.
Like, was that really canon? You know, like the whole thing of Wilbur's mom being a refrigerator.
Gosh dang.
And his wife being a sailor. Anyways, and then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. How much of a secret, huh?
He did?
Did he? Yeah, I was like, wait, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Just because he already trusts you so much. Sure,
oh,
that makes sense. Oh, they might have done like oh, he told you the secret ingredient, you know.
Oh, they're time skipping.
Yeah. You met with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Oh gosh.
This sounds like us, though.
This is okay. Who is who? Are you Tiramisu or am I?
I'm Tiramisu. You're this chick.
We can't remember our own bestie's name. Oh, God.
Right. I can't. Miriam.
Miriam. Okay, hold on.
Okay,
All right, I got this. I gotta remember how to voice her. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be I think I might like Clank, the robot.
Like him? Like?
I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was even voted prom king. Not queen. Prom king at a school he didn't even go to. It was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
Wait.
What? There's a typo.
And was also the convertible. Wait. Voted prom queen. We're saying queen because slay. Prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
Now I'm just imagining a Colonel Sanders convertible.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Thinking of Colonel
He's an
Sanders.
Autobot!
Roll out. Thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Oh, that's what. It was like, yeah, probably got lost in translation and she's just spitting it back out. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with the new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for learning? You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did! You're great! Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess! Oh, was she jealous?
Also, can we talk about the fact that this is probably the closest thing we're gonna get to, like, proper girl talk, I feel?
Dude,
like,
yeah, we don't have girl
lives,
talk.
Because, like this kind of girl talk, we did not pass the Bechdel test right here also. But if you think the Bechdel test, if I'm correct, is the one where it's like, can two females in a room talk about anything other than boys? We have failed.
We haven't failed! Well, Miriam and
game.
Tiramisu did.
Yeah, they failed. But I feel like this is totally something that, like, we would never do.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I feel like it'd be more like, Sophie, he's a guy.
Exactly!
He's a guy!
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great.
Yeah, you are. Hype yourself up.
You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did you tell me one of his secret ingredients? I love that pose from her because I can see you actually doing this.
Oh, I would. Straight up, no
I think
cap.
I've seen you do this pose. Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah. I just said that a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
Wait, where's the water sip? Water sip, water sip!
Okay. Are you
I just
also
sipped
doing the drinking game? Okay.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's the child-friendly drinking game. We are drinking water.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. Whoa.
Why? This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices! The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Honey.
Sounds like a drug deal.
Yeah. I'm like, you do understand that this is a drug deal. And if this happens to you, you say no thank you.
This ain't a scene, it's a gosh dang drug deal!
Cause I'm like, this is either like oregano, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh my
or
gosh!
It's powdered sugar, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home! He was so nice! He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. Dude, it's weed.
It's weed.
It's weed!
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Oh, honey, well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so that'd be much use to anyone.
Dude. Wait. Oh, I lost my train of
Miriam achieved a drug dealer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never date your drug dealers, guys. I know you think you can get free kush by doing it, but don't.
Back up. Do you have experience in this?
Nah, but my friend does. That's literally what she did. She got into drugs. She started dating her drug dealer. They've moved in together. But now, they're both so addicted to said drug that, like, their relationship is just in shambles. Because, like, they love each other, but they also love the drug. And the fact that he can't get the drug, and she's like, well, I'm just gonna become my own drug dealer. And he gets mad and jealous. Because he's like, you're choosing someone else over me? And she's like, no, I'm not, babe. And it's a whole mess. So don't date your drug dealer, guys!
That is hilarious. But you know what is also hilarious? The fact that, oh no, my friend did it is also an excuse my grandpa does.
What?
Oh yeah, I blew up the side of a mountain. Well, I knew a guy.
Dude, your grandpa sounds crazy in a good way.
He's amazing. I love him.
Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me! No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think you should do? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your breastie?
Breastie. No, don't tell the breastie. Just make up a fake ingredient. The fact that she's dating her drug dealer is a red flag.
She's not dating him.
She's dating the drug dealer, bro.
No. The thing is that if she's dating her drug dealer, she's doing it on accident.
True. Oh yeah, because she's in love with the robot. Bro,
yeah.
New prediction. The robot is the drug dealer.
No, I will say for a second, I thought that the drug dealer was Colonel Sanders. That she just didn't recognize.
Oh my god!
And then it, like, kept going down the hill. Like, oh yeah, like, he gave me the secret ingredient. And I was like, oh, so it's not Colonel Sanders. Because that would be hilarious. Okay,
That'd be crazy.
Make up a fake ingredient. We quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about it was Eye of Newt? I know, sounds like some kind of witch potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt. Wow!
Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfy her curiosity, she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone. You can't quite see.
Oh no.
Probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. The wind rushes in, cherry blossoms, petals fill the air. Oh my gosh, I love how it's actually coming from the tree.
I know! That's what I was thinking! What the
Why is he on a horse?
Look at that majestic pony!
Why is he on a horse? It's Colonel Sanders!
He is a traditional cowboy. Every cowboy rides their horse to school. Didn't the cowboys at your school do that?
We didn't have cowboys, honey.
Oh, that's right. You live in the city. All of our cowboys did.
The interesting thing is that I technically live in the city, but I also don't. It's hard to explain because...
You're in like a suburb.
Yeah, but if you go like 2 miles south, you're in farmland. Like when I used to do D&D with Sayo, their boyfriend lives on a farm that's like 5 minutes away from my house. You know? Like, cowboys went to my school. Farmers went to my school. Did they come in with horses? No.
Wow.
But I might have also been too early for that. But we also didn't have a freaking horse corral.
We literally had a rodeo club, bro.
We did.
They would come wearing their spurs and their belt buckles and like their ropes and all that stuff. And it's like, oh my gosh, I bet there's a rodeo after school today. And yeah, some of them would bring their horses too.
And then the one family would bring their mom with the camera.
What?
Didn't you tell me that your school had a what is it called? Like a YouTube family?
Yeah. I don't want to say their name because then everybody will know where I am. Yeah. But yeah, a whole film crew, bro. Especially on assembly days.
That's insane. Okay, anyways, it's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory, or run to him.
Admire his... Dude, we don't want to seem like a crazy fan. We should admire his majestic glory.
Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's been watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside.
I have a cannon.
Okay.
I have a head cannon.
Okay.
He rides a different horse to school every single day because he keeps letting them run free. That's how rich he is!
Yeah. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently.
Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home.
You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful butte you have. I mean, what a horseful butte you have. Dang it. That's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Tiramisu just gets really nervous around people they like. Oh, Tiramisu! I mean, Miriam! Why are you... What?
We agree that we kind of don't like we don't like Miriam, right?
Oh, she's giving me flashbacks, like bro. Like, she's giving me senior year flashbacks.
Why?
I had friends like her. I had friends like her.
Yeah. She's just like boy hungry when she should be like food hungry, you know?
Exactly.
Like, stop focusing on boys, both of you. Get back to schoolwork. What? This is not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. Oh, she's a terror.
She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow.
He didn't even reply. He just walked away.
It was just like, oh, this is awkward. Anyways, When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rifles, Ashley and Van Van. Right, Van Van exists. Are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad.
Weed.
Summoning a demon bad?
Oh my.
You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. I don't think I... Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
That one's actually a good one. No, I think we... By the way, we have somebody in chat. I've been reading your messages. I just am too awkward. But I think we've agreed that, like, the middle guy looks like a JoJo character. He does, doesn't he?
They do look like Pokemon characters.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'd say the middle guy looks less like Pokemon character just because of his jawline.
Yeah.
Anyways, tell them to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look.
Do we want to be nosy? Is this the impression we want to give off?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should tell them to stop acting immature. Like, that's the mature thing to do.
So you want to do that?
Yes, let's do that one.
Okay. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior.
Tell them.
Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time.
Tell them.
Now you've upset them.
Ah, frick! Oh, shoot! His hair literally stood on end!
Yeah. This is
Oh, and... Oh, sorry. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you! Oh, chicken! Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. I think that's how you say it.
Panache? Yeah, maybe.
Panache? Panish? Panic!
No.
Panic at the
Panic.
culinary school. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
No, it does. You finally get a look at what they are hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's book.
Weed!
It's like the one you found after you encountered your encounter with the Spork monster.
Oh,
That's the same
shoot.
book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. Wait. So, we both agree they are summoning monsters.
They summoned the Spork monster, bro!
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god!
it took the book. Maybe?
Frick. Wait, Ashley! Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about! That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret! Okay, if she's not lying, I think she's a demon, bro.
You know what? I wouldn't mind.
Oh my! Frick, bro!
Ooh. Nice here. Okay. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall. What? Oh, Pop is the
The
kid.
child.
And they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Yeah, we're playing.
This is actual animal cruelty. Wait, no! It's child cruelty!
There you go. I'm like, you do understand that, like, well, like, you're not wrong. That is an animal, but that's not what tends to be, like...
Oh my gosh!
Hit. Well, like, humans are animals. There's, like, that's not wrong.
In a manner of speaking,
Yeah,
yes.
but it's right.
I mean, okay, you're right.
Yeah. So it is technically animal cruelty, but no, that is not the correct word for it. That's not the closest word for it.
Oh my gosh. By technicality,
Yeah,
yes.
by technicality, yes, but also
It is
no.
animal cruelty.
Yeah. Okay. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts!
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Tell him. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer.
How about a sit mixer? Whoop, whoop.
Oh, shoot! No, your mother was a stand mixer!
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Oh, gosh.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows! I think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes. For a second, I was like, is that how that word's spelled? Yes. At Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that it is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, I can't cope with not Spanish. This is the South.
Honey, you just came from there.
I know I did. Okay, gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Oh, wow. Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Yeah, I wonder if you can solve any of these, like, things on the backboard.
Wait, are those actual equations? Someone, do the math.
There's pi 3.1415926535589. Yeah, they rounded it up there.
Why do you need to know pi to bake a cake?
Honey, you need to know pi to make another form of food that shares a similar name. What is that called?
No, you don't need to know the thing pie in order to... You know what I mean.
You don't need pie to make a pie?
You don't need pie to make a pie.
Fair. But counterpoint, it's funny though.
Imagine if Gordon Ramsay ever tells me that you need to know pie to make a pie, I don't know what I will do, but I'll never eat pie again. How about that?
Yeah. Anyways, I know all of pie. Did you read this?
Yes, I already read that.
Okay.
I was about to say, what? Sprinkles!
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Crap,
I was him, wasn't he?
Yeah, you're Sprinkles.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all the way around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now. I hope you're ready to learn. He rubs his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkle regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
Let's go! The chicken man! Ah! Sorry, I love chicken.
Yeah, it's like you've got pets of them.
I literally fed them this morning.
What are, like, Chili Bean, are you going to, like, eat him fried?
Maybe. I'm considering it.
You should do it, because I think that'd be just, like, full circle, you know?
I'll
like,
eat. Yeah.
Try and do, like, the whole, like, KFC recipe thing.
We'll redo the KFC dating simulator when I eat Chili Bean. How about that? For those of you that don't know,
morbid.
Chili Bean is my chicken. She's literally hanging out outside right now. I can see her with her other siblings. They haven't started laying eggs, but they will soon, hopefully.
Yeah, you've had them for like 8 months?
Before they start laying?
Well, you've had them for 8 months, right?
Well, we got them last spring. They'll start laying this fall.
Ah.
Make an example out of one of them. If you don't start laying eggs, this is what will happen to you! Oh my gosh, what if I just went to like Ridley's and I got fried chicken and then sat out there and ate fried chicken in front of them? Do you think they would understand? Do you think like they would know?
No, but there's a chance that if you got like eggs and you threw them in like their general vicinity, they might get the idea.
No. Okay. I actually know what's going to happen if that does happen.
What?
Cause what's its bucket? One of our chickens last year was a cannibal and would keep eating the eggs. So like if we show them that we're eating the eggs, then like they'll eat the eggs. So actually I actually can't put eggs in front of them because yeah,
they'll be aware.
Yeah.
They'll be self-aware.
Chickens are vicious. Chickens have a lot less morals than humans do, that's for sure.
Fair. Anyways. You want to pay attention to the lesson? Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
Really?
No. Well, it makes sense with Hancock. You can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts.
Dude, she's gonna fail that test.
She's gonna fail life, you know? When you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of fruit in front of you. Well, tiramisu? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample?
A glass of water! That's like the safest thing out of all those options!
A shimmering pepper? Yeah, I guess we could do a glass of water. You grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp, like the pure snow melted on a mountain spring. Hey, that was mine! It was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6.
Ugh, that is disgusting!
Think to yourself, jeez, I should pay attention better.
Gosh, dang. Oh, wait, that's me, sorry.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
She changed poses right there. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Oh my gosh. Today's lunch will be I know I'm doing different voices every single time Van comes up, but I can't get him down.
Yeah.
Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. You stop wasting everyone's time, step up, and tell them you're wrong.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's beat their tushes once and for all.
A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I had to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, and so be it.
I love her trash talk. I love her.
The thing is,
All right.
is that the character is good, but also terrible at the exact same time. Because she's got bits like that, but she also has bits where it's like, Colonel Sanders exists, and I like him. And it's like, you have somehow all the personality and none at all.
Seriously, she can't go. She's like Ginny Weasley, bro. She can't go back and forth. Sorry, okay. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool.
You're an idiot.
Good one, Van. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, tiramisu. Oh, so it was the good choice.
Yeah.
I'll be watching your performance.
Woo! Just as things reached a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. Breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words "timer ready."
Ah!
That's what I'm talking about. Oh. I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory! Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine! Oh my gosh, what is she holding? Look at that meat cleaver!
Yeah, she's got a meat cleaver. You know, because that's what you use to cut meat. Because that's how it works.
It just looks... I feel like she's going to murder us in our sleep. That's another prediction.
Did you read this line?
Oh, sorry. I will defeat you myself!
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. You're feeling like you can really impress him here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. As the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What are you talking about? Turn on the heat.
Freak! 100 degrees Fahrenheit! What?
What are you thinking, Tiramisu? Get your head out in the game. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders. You have an idea. 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, you just speedrun this. I believe in you.
Lagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. Let's see, mine offers vigilance? That's wrong! No!
What? Trust!
Get it together. Get it. I'm a dog. Wait. I'm begging you to get it together. I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes.
You're right.
Next question.
Hey, you got this.
Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his... Where is this coming from?
My people. The Polish people.
A small town.
Small town where big dreams are born.
That's right.
Let's go!
Your shot. You're not going to miss it. Oh? Brad, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the heck is going on in this game half the time. Just go with it.
So good. It keeps switching what's it called? Yeah. Genres!
Yeah. You try to shut out the noise at the arena and focus on your cooking. There's the sound of success sizzling. Wrong.
Silence.
Is this the end? Yep. Game over. Okay, try again. Okay, so
Dang it!
We can speedrun this now, since we know what the questions are.
Do.
Oh, crap.
Oh, what'd you do?
I think I accidentally...
We did the wrong one. Bro, wait!
Wait,
What are we doing?
load.
Wait, oh, wait. The 6th bite?
We did that?
Oh, I'm so confused.
Yeah, I was... Whoops. Okay. Relax.
Ah, there it is.
Rivals. Prepared. Okay. You're on. Okay, timer ready. I stand corrected. The bite of 87. Yep. So do we think it's wait 100 seconds? C or Fahrenheit?
100 degrees Celsius.
Okay. That's right.
Let's
Should
go.
have gone into the school without knowing that. I don't know. Winner gets to rub my furry pet's belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
Let's
You're gonna need
go.
seasoned chicken before you cook it. That's 11. Right. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've gotten some basic steps going, it's good to elevate your craft. Okay, so this one...
Trust!
Trust. So it's
What? Frick!
Get it together. Next question. Interview. Stronger, your child.
Small town!
Try to shut down the noise in the arena as you focus on your cooking. This one was the sound of success. It wasn't sizzling.
Silence?
Silence? That's right.
Yes!
When they taste your cooking, that's okay. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, tiramisu!
He is actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing.
No.
Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders.
Get the man off the What?
What are you thinking? Get your mind back in the competition. You're sharing desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What?
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 Click past it! Click past it!
I know, right? No. What? Should you be focusing on the challenge? You're falling behind. Does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken? Decorated bites?
I'm so confused!
You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up the time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but tiramisu does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
Tiramisu, no!
Oh wait,
Dude.
Did she not turn the mixer off?
Oh my gosh, she's gonna lose a hand!
Yeah, but you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by
Oh
the
my god.
quickly
Bro,
spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match.
This is so morbid.
Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What?
Oh my gosh. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
You know, that accent you're doing, it sounds like, is it Daniel Craig in Knives Out?
Huh.
Have you
Nice.
watched Knives Out?
There's a second one coming out, isn't there?
No, the second one is out currently.
Oh, it's already out?
It's good. Are we gonna need to add that to the watch list?
Add it to the watch list.
Okay. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I'm so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, use your hand. You simply can't go on.
Dude, are you gonna get expelled?
Your character.
Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Tiramisu's injury. You see, Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert.
Okay.
Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. What the I was going to ask Tiramisu to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. That is a lot of calories. Colonel Sanders,
That's what
if
you're worried about?
Calories. Dude, this is like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and the gum thingamadoodle.
Okay.
Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Yeah.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Bro, that's too much.
I think that's jelly as well as croquette.
Whoop. Gelée.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you!
As he places a soft-covered finger onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something to his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache.
Dude, okay, he doesn't have feelings for Ashley. That much is clear.
Yeah.
We should just internalize the rage we feel.
Yeah. That's not like... Rage burns so intensely within your eyes that you burst into flames. Also, like, this character is like... Like, Tiramisu is such an unlikable character.
Yeah, wait, but who is the most likable character?
The pressure cooker.
You're right!
That,
it was not a metaphor. Nope.
that or the, the child? Or Sprinkles, you know, the only characters that I voice.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles is best character. 10 out of 30.
10 out of 30.
30 out of 10. That's it. That's the way it should go. Anyways, the flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. And they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever.
Eyebrows don't take that long to grow back!
I'm just embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow. You run for the quad to be alone. Beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married.
Oh my gosh.
Why do you care? And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from that devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. His face, bro!
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. Not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
That sounds weird. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
This game is fun bad, I will admit.
Fun bad. Explain yourself.
Makes sense. Like, fun, but a terrible game.
Like, it's so bad that it's fun.
Or like, it's kind of funny, but it's also terrible at the exact same time. That's exactly what I think.
Well then, think again! I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. He wasn't? Yeah, okay, Brad knows what's up.
Yeah.
Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. Were you? Were you really? But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician.
I think that's an eye doctor.
No, that's not. That's an optometrist.
That was close.
Starts with an O. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed to be a mule hauler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel.
What is he going on about?
I don't know. Oh, she doesn't know either!
Oh my lord. I don't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Are you losing your eyebrows too, Colonel Sanders?
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
Hug him! Hug him! Hug him! I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. Why is this so inspirational?
It's not. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp eye suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Did he burn a bank or something? Like, he's starting to sound like a wanted Wait, I bet he tried to be, like, a spy or, like, a criminal, and he messed that up so badly, too.
I think it'd be more of a, like... I think he was more talking about, like, what he was going on about stuff. Like, when he was going on about a bunch of different things, it was like, yeah, I failed this and this and this and this and this. It was sort of like a, yeah, that's my misdeeds. That's what I'm thinking.
You know what? I agree.
Yay!
Pop! What?
Your moment grows intimate. You're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for your worst.
She doesn't even have a hand, bro. She can't survive. Porco! It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Thanks, Porco? I'm glad there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always... Whoa, lore!
Yeah,
I
what
wasn't
the
always a
heck?
spork monster, you see. Bro, he's like the long-lost brother of Sprinkles.
I don't believe you. You're a human once?
Well, no. I knew it!
Well,
Bro! He's the long-lost brother of
no,
Chicken Nugget
no,
Professor!
no.
Yes! Yes! Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic school book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Bro, we gotta get that stupid book away from the ponytail and pony guy!
Ashley and Van Van. Oh my lord. You've already forgotten their name, but two, no, he is not related to Sprinkles because Sprinkles is a corgi.
They could be
Golden
brothers.
retrievers and corgis, there's a mix, but they are
They
not
could
a
be
mix.
brothers! Oh my
They could
gosh,
be
he's
lovers.
Sprinkles' lost husband.
Like, they are gay.
Headcanon.
We don't know the gender of either one.
We really don't.
We just
I feel like
assume-
that's a gender itself, isn't it?
Yeah, non-binary
Oh,
or androgynous.
true that. Okay, continue.
Yeah, right. We're playing the game. Magic Spellbook.
Precisely! I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. Stupid ponytails. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
Okay.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Tiramisu, together I'm sure we can defeat them.
What is this game?
Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Well, he's taking her home, bro! They're going to the next step, bro!
What do you think is the next step?
They're going to make cake together. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's why they call it a bun in the oven.
Nice.
Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh my
Oh.
gosh, she's got a chicken.
It's a chicken!
Wait. Do you see the, like, baby picture?
Oh my gosh. He always had a beard!
Oh my gosh. And he got glasses. And then it goes camel. And then it goes random person. I don't
It looks like maybe that was his first business. Anyway.
Anyway.
Go.
Ah. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. He's trying to secure the goods.
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
Like, he's trying to get recipes out of her.
Oh.
He's actually a narcissist.
You know what? I bet there is a theory that you could do on this.
A
He's a
game theory.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. And I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Anderson's Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish he might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation, Tim? Keep it a secret, just for you.
Simp reveal.
Oh my god. If you're this easy with your boyfriends, I will need to have a check off on them.
What do you mean easy? Of course I'm gonna share my secret recipes with them. Not in the. This is not. What is it called? A euphemism.
I know it isn't a euphemism, but the fact that it's like a secret recipe, you've known this guy for 2 days, 2 whole days, and you are just like, yeah, he can know what I'm working on secretly, you know?
Listen, I'm playing the game, bro. This is a dating simulator. We are here to date the Southern man.
Also,
hello.
Hi, Aviva. Aviva was a regular for a bit and then fell off for a while, but hi.
Hi.
Yeah, this is my new partner now.
Oh my gosh! Wait, what?
What? My partner in like creation, you know?
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
She's also not the brightest sometimes.
Hey, but at least I'm funny.
You're not wrong on that. You are not wrong on that. This was pretty annoying. Fair. Are you gonna divulge what you mean by that? The history of. Have you considered burning it down?
Dude, that's literally what happened to my high school this last, like, spring. Someone literally burned it down, and then they just didn't have school for the last, like, 2 weeks.
Have they
It was a
figured
good
out
time.
who did it?
What?
Have they cared to even figure out who did it?
Okay, we can go into a whole rant on who I think did it, and
Okay.
all the facts line up with my theory, but according to official results, it was just quote-unquote an accident.
Dang.
I will go into how my high school burned down later. Let's finish this.
Yes,
Put this on the list.
You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day.
Because of course you just have that.
I present to you my original coleslaw.
Oh, coleslaw is so good.
I don't like coleslaw.
You haven't had the right kind of coleslaw then. Okay, the coleslaw in the South is the real deal. Like, it is not like the coleslaw up here at all. It is entirely different.
Okay, so you were saying that if you come up here, we are having dinner and we are making coleslaw and tiramisu.
Heck, yeah. Put it on the... There's so many lists.
We need to actually make the lists.
We do. Dude, when we get together, we gotta have, like, a cooking stream.
Cooking stream where I am filming.
Yup. I will cook. It will be a good time. Anyways.
Okay. The
Go.
shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together you chat on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. That's weird.
That is incredibly weird.
Red flag. Red flag.
Also, are we going to talk about the fact that, she just had it? She just had it with her.
That's
Wait,
what
is that
I'm
an
saying!
Is that an urn?
What?
Do you see that?
Okay, now we're actually figuring things out. He killed his parents! That's
No,
what he means by his misdeeds, bro. His parents were holding him back from his ambition. They wanted him to be a lawyer, so he killed them. That's why we've never seen his parents. That's why he wants to make up for everything that he's ever done. It's all coming together. It's happening.
No.
Yes.
How do you
yes.
think he gets the chicken? His parents are the chicken.
It was a euphemism. But not the good kind.
No. Wait. Explain yourself. Wait.
Wait. Analogy? Is that the word?
A euphemism is like an inappropriate meaning for something.
Oh my gosh! Someone make a clip of this, bro.
This, by the way, this is what I have to live with. I love every second of it, but this is what I live with.
Used to live with. You had this thing for 9 months.
That sounds so bad.
Listen. Oh my gosh.
Maybe we should change that time to like 8 months so it doesn't sound as specific.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I get what you're saying now. No, I am not. Oh my gosh, bro, this is a train wreck. Oh goodness. Go back. Go back.
It's out there now. I have it recorded.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he wants to hold this back. He probably killed his parents. They're in the back in the urn.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
That's why he's keeping his parents in the back.
Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. What is he getting?
I don't know. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some more snooping. Yeah, so he's got a comb just out on his coffee table.
And a candle.
I'm assuming, I hope that is like a fried chicken scent candle.
Or burnt toast. Don't ask why. That was just the first thing that came to my mind.
No, I want to know your thought process. Why do you think burnt toast candle?
Well, I mean, it just seems like a burnt toast candle sort of guy. It's the only reason.
There's burnt toast candle guys?
Sometimes burnt toast smells really good, okay? If you're in that mood, all right?
Does it bring you nostalgia?
I guess. I don't know.
Like burning black toast is such a good smell. What?
Listen.
There's normal toast. That smells good. Burnt toast does not.
Well, anyways.
Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel.
I told you, Ro.
Wait, we can actually do this? Okay, we can
This
actually
is
sneak.
so crazy.
Okay, we're looking at you gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Oh my gosh, the student. Just then the ghost of student pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what? I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now. It's...
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window to a crack and the ghost is swept out with the breeze. Tap on it.
My gosh.
What do we want to see next?
His YouTube emblem. Probably has a
play
million
button?
subscribers.
This must be where he keeps a secret recipe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then
11!
As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11, the safe opens. Inside, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? No!
I don't even know what that is.
You know when people take, salmon and they slightly thin it? No. No.
Okay.
Slice it thinly. And then drape it over, sushi?
I still got no idea. But okay.
Okay, well, if I pointed it to you, you'd be like, oh, that's what it is.
Yep, that's me, bro.
Yeah. We had it when I came over, I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when we went to the sushi restaurant.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's true.
Okay. What next?
Baby pictures!
Baby pictures?
No, the urn! The urn!
Oh, well, you said baby first. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Well, they're the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded in. Alright? Good point.
Yep.
Urn now?
Urn!
Take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of my past careers and business failures."
Oh.
Did he do arson? Did he arson?
I think he arsoned, bro.
Poor guy. Okay, so that...
The door's open.
Let's not do that yet, because I think it's like go to the next room. I think we should get everything in this room.
Get the chicken!
Look at his nice cock.
Oh my gosh! Do not touch it. Don't touch it, Alyssa! I know you want to, but don't touch it.
Anyway, you know, some very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. Little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky."
Huh.
We got more pictures, the candle, and comb.
Candle, comb, pictures, door.
Okay, candle. Scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool?
What
Freshly
the
starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No. It's one of the secret... Oh yeah, they blacked it out.
Oh
It's
yeah,
one
that's
of the
right.
secret ingredients. It's... comb?
Mhm.
Bro, you can clean a comb out.
That's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, like, bro, it's on your coffee table. Why is your comb out in general? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of a comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color, it's actually made of spun silver. What?
What?
Okay, so which picture first?
Camel.
Camel. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt?
Time travel.
Maybe this is where... No. Honey. Honey.
He's a cougar!
Honey, you do
What?
understand. You can visit the Pyramid of Egypt now.
No, but like,
Yes,
it says
you
that it's
can.
an old man.
Yeah.
Older than...
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even
good
know
point.
anymore.
Yeah, good point. Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices. Last picture. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheering them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is.
Who is
Okay,
Pete?
okay. Concept. What has happened is, it is like his nephew who idolizes him. And he's made, he has fashioned his life after this old man.
You know what? I can see it. Not his father,
Or
but his
something
uncle.
Yeah, or something along those lines. You know, where he's idolized somebody so much that he's just become them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
onto the door. Oh, you open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket
Have you
is
ever tried on like a suit coat though?
I don't think I have.
They're pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Fair. I would love to get like a suit. You know?
Ooh, do it.
I could. I should. But the thing is that I'm the type of person who I would 100% like spend like $100 on a dress and wear it casually, but I'd also spend $100 on a suit and wear it casually. But I have nowhere to go.
Just go out.
You know, good point, good point. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say this home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on. He wants you to taste it. Try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Wow, way to lay it on thick, Colonel.
Well, you lay it on thick with that accent as well.
Hey, listen.
Oh, crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off.
Maybe tell him you're cold?
You're cold, yes. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots closer to the fireplace.
It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer?
Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow?
Oh my goodness.
We've been at this school for 2 days?
It's only supposed to be 3 days.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And she's gonna fail!
Yeah, I have so many questions. An exam tomorrow. Should be thinking about what you're going to cook.
Hook up
I should
with
be
Captain
home
Noodle.
studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel?
Yes, tiramisu?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow. What?
You know, if a guy understood just being like, yeah, I think this is the start of wonderful. Yeah, we should chill out for a bit. Then, like, if every guy did that, I feel like there would be no single men.
You right. You so right.
If every man could read a girl's mind by just, like, stupid crap, you know, like, the weird things that we say, then, like, there would be no war. You know?
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Wait.
With him? Oh, dang, they're sleeping together!
Sophie, that's not what sleeping together means.
Yeah, it does. If you guys sleep next to each other, you are sleeping together.
Yes, that is one meaning of it.
What do you mean?
There's
Oh.
2 meanings.
Oh my gosh. It took me a second. I'll be honest. It took me a second.
I'm convinced actually that our character, like, after that interaction, just went, like, hypnosis, like, sleep, and just fell, like, ragdoll on the floor.
Dude, Colonel probably thinks we're insane. And we don't have any eyebrows either.
Okay, dream sequence.
Ooh.
Wake up to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal. But if the recipe is secret, how will they know? It's weed.
It's weed! No, it's cocaine. Straight heroin.
Okay, no. Marijuana is legal in some states.
But it isn't in others. Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably weed then.
Yeah, that. Now you understand my thinking. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Here's a simple breakfast I whipped up.
It's meticulous.
I was expecting chicken and waffles. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, well, he's not known for his waffles. KFC doesn't make waffles. But it's more of
Right
like
now they don't.
fried chicken in the morning. In the morning?
I mean, at least you're getting some protein in.
I guess. And also it isn't like biscuits and gravy. You know? Because that's a breakfast thing.
That is, actually. That's very much breakfast.
Yeah. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
Oh! So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
Presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Yes, very
Such
much.
confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I read Peg and thought something else and I got really confused.
Shut up! Oh my!
I quickly read it. I'm gonna be honest here, and I went, "What?" So if you heard me kind of like stop a second while reading that, that's because I quickly saw Peg and I went, "What?"
Oh my gosh! This just got PG-13 real fast.
honey, it's
Actually-
been PG-13 for a while.
Well, okay, actually, we haven't sworn. They put this kind of stuff in, like, The Incredibles. We're still PG. I'd say we're still PG.
We're PG, but like, be aware there's suggestive language.
Yup. True that.
Okay, let's flatter him,
Yes.
because I don't think we should peg him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Oh, shoot. Oh,
Is this partner? Could it be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
still one more day left of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there, waiting for you.
Oh, wait, should we stop here? Since it's the beginning of the 3rd day?
Oh, right, yeah. Do you
Because
want
we're taking
to?
it by day.
But
Maybe we should.
We might be able to... Because we went through... I think we went through 5... Wait, so we went through 1, 2, 3... and 4 thing on the first day, and then we went through, like, the 5th, 6th, and 7th the second day?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could probably stop here.
Yeah. We could. Let's... Whoops. I had to click on something.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh,
So, yeah, I think... Yeah. Do you want to do something else? Or call it here?
I guess we could call it here.
Alright. Fair enough.
If you guys want us to judge another thingamadoodle, let us know.
No, what do you mean by thingamadoodle?
Game, TV show, Really anything. We'll
Yeah,
voice
we could
it.
have a suggestion box. We could put it in the village.
Put it in the village.
Review suggestion.
Yeah. And if you don't know, there is a Discord server.
Yes, there's a link.
And there is a link. I'm going to copy said link and put it in the chat.
Honey, you can just do that.
Brilliant. Yep, that's it, everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, good times. And we'll pick it up next week. When next week?
I'm good. Whenever.
We could do it Wednesday night. I'm free then.
Fair. I'm free Wednesday as well, because we hang out on Wednesdays now. I just don't know if you want, like, our Wednesdays to be, like, an us hangout day or a stream day. That's why, like, I'd almost say, like, Friday through Sunday. Or, like, late Thursday through Sunday.
Well, actually, yeah, like, I think we should just keep it to, like, Friday through Sundays when we stream. Because that seems to be when everybody's, like, open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it then. Alright, so we'll stream this next Saturday.
You want to do 3-ish as well again? Or do you want earlier? Okay. We can do
Let's do 3.
We can do that.
Put it in.
Yeah. Can do it.
Dude, we make a cool acronym. It's like WAT spelled backwards. So, TA.
TTAW?
Yeah.
Yeah. TTAW.
TTAW.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Okay, putting this in. This is awesome. Yep. And then people give us suggestions on what we should react to next, and maybe we'll get to it next episode.
Yeah. Review suggestions is a thing in the Discord now. So
yes.
Yeah. People can put their stuff there. It is in the village. So yeah, maybe we can get this thing to actually exist. But yeah, me and you need to do a little bit more stuff properly with, like, branding, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down to do that.
Yeah, because if you want it to be official that we're doing stuff together, we'll either have to figure out, we could figure out how to dual, like, VTuber, but that might be dumb. That might not be good. If we want to.
I would be interested to see if that works out.
I know a way we could technically do it, but it's gonna be interesting. But also I've been wanting to change the, like, screens and stuff in the background, so we can also figure out stuff for that. But yeah. Anyways, that's an off-stream situation.
Yep.
People don't need to understand that. The nuances. But cool.
Alrighty.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.